Welcome back to another episode of Light Beer Dark Money. I'm Sean Noble.
And I am Chris Clements.
I had a hard time saying episode there.
Episode?
Yeah.
Why?
Did you
freeze for 20 seconds?
Maybe I froze for 20 seconds.
Like Mitch McConnell did yesterday?
This has been a crazy week.
This is the
we
weirdest
have
week of politics.
Joe Biden, the president, has cured cancer. It's done. He did it. He did it, everybody. He cured cancer.
My.
They said he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But he did it. And then McConnell, I mean, I hope he's okay.
That
was
actually,
weird.
Regardless of what you think about Cocaine Mitch, I mean, that was a little scary there.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you haven't seen the video,
Senator Barrasso
it
actually had
was
to step in, and then Thune finished the press conference, and then McConnell came back.
But then McConnell came back.
and
Now, Barrasso, he's a doctor.
he's a doctor,
So he took him down the hall.
and he
did a
made a
little walk.
comment. He said, I am worried about him.
He's been concerned since McConnell had his fall.
and
had a concussion,
Yeah.
broke some ribs.
And a concussion at 80 is not
81.
81.
81.
Yeah. Mick Jagger's 80.
Yeah.
Just to put everything in perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Harrison Ford is 80.
Yeah, Harrison Ford is 80. Yeah.
That's astounding to
Yeah.
me.
He's in pretty good shape for
Yeah.
80.
A little better shape than some of our elected officials.
Yeah. Especially Joe Biden, which the walls seem to be closing in on Joe Biden.
But less so on Joe Biden than on Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden.
Now, he was in court yesterday.
poor
It is Thursday,
soul.
July 27th.
He's just a poor alcoholic, drug addicted.
He had this, he and his
addicted
lawyers
person.
thought they had a deal, and then the judge said, well, does this deal mean that you're going to be immune from any kind of prosecution for other things? And the prosecutor said, oh, no, he's not immune from that. And he said, wait a minute, I thought I was immune from everything. Blew up the deal. So, yeah. I think there's a little bit more going on than they've been willing to say.
Yeah, well, I think maybe Hunter Biden's lead attorney, Chris Clark, has been taking one too many bong hits. And
Maybe.
that's part of the problem. He's just not getting what's being put in front of him is what might be the deal.
Well, what was fascinating was that Abby Lowe, who is a big-time lawyer in D.C., he was at the hearing in the audience.
Oh, he was.
And then walked himself into the proceedings, introduced himself to the prosecutor, said, I'm Abby Lowe. I didn't mean to get involved, but I guess I'm going to have to get involved. Isn't that fascinating? In the middle of the hearing. He walks up and walks up to the defense table.
That he's going to have to get involved because he was sent over there by the president to get involved?
He's the president's attorney, and now he's Hunter's attorney.
Well, did you hear what happened leading up to the hearing yesterday?
I don't know. Tell me.
A judge told lawyers for Hunter Biden that they could face sanctions. I'm reading from an article from Daily Wire
right.
over an allegation that one of the members of their law firm lied to the court clerk over a phone call to get records pulled from the docket. And this
represented themselves as a member of Congress.
As a lawyer representing the House of Representatives. The House of Representatives and its leadership filed an amicus brief with the court, basically saying that this plea deal is bogus because of all these other circumstances, which we're gonna. It was a 20-page amicus brief, I guess, and a lawyer for Hunter Biden called up the clerk of the court, representing herself as the attorney for the House of Representatives.
That's astounding.
And to get that docket pulled, get that amicus brief pulled.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
You couldn't make it up if you tried.
Couldn't make this stuff up.
She's probably going to get disbarred.
I would hope
imagine.
so.
Yeah.
I would hope so. That is outrageous conduct for an attorney. For anybody, but especially an attorney who's sworn.
Yeah. So the lead attorney for the House of Representatives calls up, says, no, we want it resubmitted. They had to resubmit it.
Unbelievable.
And so that's part of the reason why this all blew up, because the judge is now thinking, what are you hiding here?
Yeah.
What are you trying to hide here? I mean, what the press does is lead with, she's a Trump-appointed judge. That's totally irrelevant.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden and Joe Biden are doing enough to torpedo themselves.
Well, remember, it's a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney who's the prosecutor.
Yeah, but I mean, that's completely irrelevant because both senators have to sign off on who that is. A U.S. federal attorney for a state does not get appointed unless both senators are in favor of that appointment. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it didn't really matter if he's Trump appointed or not.
Right. Right.
Because obviously he had no power to do much of anything.
So this is all the news that you probably may not have heard, because the entire week has been Barbenheimer,
Oh, God.
right? You had Barbie, the movie,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
Oppenheimer, the movie.
Yes.
I've not seen Oppenheimer. Listen, I've not had a chance to get a babysitter and do that, but we did.
Apparently
see-
not kid friendly, so I'm going to have to weigh that.
Yeah, you told me about that. That's disappointing. But Reagan, our 4-year-old, went with her older sisters to see it on Sunday. Was so excited about it. She asked if she could go see it again. So we did that for my birthday.
Well,
That is how good of a dad I am.
happy birthday to
Thank
you.
And happy birthday to you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
we
that.
share a birthday week.
Leo's both.
Yes. And so I had pretty low expectations about Barbie.
Yeah.
Based on what I had read and heard. What I couldn't understand is, so I'll listen to Ben Shapiro. I've listened to him, read him, for many years. He and I probably think a lot alike on a lot of different things.
Do you know Ben?
I've met him a couple times.
Yeah.
Don't know him very well.
He's been in town a couple times.
I am astounded that he has taken so much time to rip apart the Barbie movie. He's got a 43-minute video. Then he went on and did another video. I haven't watched that one. But, dude, this is a movie about a doll.
Yeah, but his argument is that it's just completely a woke.
No,
No,
it's not.
It's wokeism gone.
There's some
gone-
wokish stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a freaking movie about a doll. And look, yes, is there some woke stuff? Yes. Is there stuff that's, not appropriate for kids? It goes over their head. It's not like stuff that you got to cover their eyes.
Yeah,
There's none of
apparently
that.
Oppenheimer, there's something like
Yeah,
that.
which
to,
is-
to where they've had to ban certain scenes in like India and China.
Oh, wow.
Because of some
Interesting.
gratuitous nudity and other
Huh.
items.
Well, I mean,
Which
some of the
I'm
stuff
assuming Barbie has none of that.
no, there's a lot of
There's a
Ryan
lot of
Gosling's
sexual
abs.
innuendo.
A
though,
lot of
right?
lot of Ryan Gosling's abs.
Okay.
What's crazy is that the thing that was the most astounding to me is Ben Shapiro saying that this was homoerotic.
Well, he says that there's some scene with all the Kens.
Yeah, they're
that
doing
gets
a dance scene.
That gets a little weird.
It's not weird unless you call Magic Mike homoerotic. I mean,
that's
that's not homoerotic unless you're gay.
okay.
So what does that say about Ben?
Well, I don't think so. He's got
What?
four children.
I know a lot of guys that
And
have
a
4
little baby.
children who might have prolificity. I'm not saying that he is, but it just seems weird that he would blow up about how.
No, he was saying that they were saying something to each other that was a little bit out of bounds. And that I'm not going to repeat on air because I can't really remember what it exactly
Well, they're
was.
going to have a beach off.
Yes.
I'm going to beat you off.
Yes.
And
that's,
I'm going
that's
to
what it is.
beach both of you. That's a funny joke
Okay.
associated with the beach because they're standing on the beach.
Okay.
Get it?
That's I think it goes a
but
little
the thing
farther
is-
than that, and that's what he was drawing attention to.
Yeah, he is.
And then
seeing
there's different
things that aren't
Barbies
there.
who are of different gender norms, is that he was pointing out as well.
Well, so apparently there's a woman, a trans woman, in the movie who's one
or
of the
trans
Barbies.
man, trans woman. I
A
get it
trans
mixed up,
woman.
I'm sorry.
A person who used to be a man is now a woman.
Oh, okay. Which one was that? I
The
don't know.
doctor. But guess what?
That flies over.
I
what he
didn't
said.
know that
Okay.
until Ben told me. And then I was like, what?
Well, I mean,
And then
he
I looked it
provided
up.
a bit
Oh,
of
okay,
a
this
service.
person is a trans. Big deal.
Well,
Nobody knows it.
because that is required in every
What?
movie.
If maybe, but if it's how is it required if you don't know?
Okay.
They don't highlight it.
They don't.
No.
Okay.
They just say, "This is a trans Barbie. Make sure you pay very close attention to her."
Does she do a dance? Sing a song?
They all dance and sing.
Okay.
It's
Or
a Barbie movie.
I don't know. I don't know these
For
things.
crying out loud. We're talking about a doll.
I know. I'm not going to go see it. My
Yeah.
daughter's going to go see it this week.
And that's fine. I just don't understand why Ben Shapiro would spend so many of his brain cells.
Well,
and
because
blowing
I think he
himself up.
just felt like his time was wasted.
Then don't waste everyone else's time talking about how your time was wasted. Because guess what? You are overreacting so much to a cute movie.
A cute movie.
A cute movie.
It's a cute movie.
It's a cute movie.
Okay.
It's not a great story.
I saw a
It's
movie
not
about a
great
Kraken
plot.
yesterday, and I fell asleep. And it was.
Did you see
it
the
was
Kraken
cute.
movie? That's a cute movie.
It is a cute movie, but I took
The only movies I've seen.
I took a
are
nap.
Movies that I can take the 4-year-old to.
I took a nap. The Spider-Man movie was awesome.
That was great.
But I wasn't feeling well, so that I need to go back and see that again.
Yeah, that's worth seeing again.
Indiana Jones, I liked.
I've not seen that one.
I really, really liked.
Reagan didn't seem very interested, which bummed me out. But it's probably a little bit too much for a 4-year-old.
Yeah. And then have you seen the Jim Caviezel movie yet?
We have not, because we have not had a chance to get a babysitter. But heard awesome things about that.
I mean,
Everyone should go see it.
everyone
And if
should
you,
go see
If you
that.
don't want to see it, which Alyssa doesn't, because
She'll get emotional.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's bought tickets for someone else to go see it.
Yeah.
So she's paying it forward.
Yeah. I really want to go see that movie.
My only point is that the Barbie movie is just go to have some fun. I mean, it's a movie about a doll. Don't have high expectations. It's not a big commentary about social norms. It's just a doll.
It doesn't talk about the patriarchy and how.
Oh, it talks about the
horrible it is.
patriarchy a lot. But
Yeah.
of course, it's Barbie. I mean, think about this. This is, whatever. The thing that
I mean,
kinda
I
drives
agree
me
with you on the
crazy is
point that I think people just overreact on this.
they
stuff, and-
overreact,
and there's no reason to do that.
And people think that, I mean, one of the things that I've said to many people is that, I mean, and you know, you say it. Some people say behind every great woman is a wonderful, or behind every great man is a great woman, right?
Yeah.
And that's generally the case. I mean, there's no question that most successful men, most, not all, but most, have someone, a woman, in their life that makes them better. I mean, obviously, Alyssa makes me better.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a shit show before.
Schmuck.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways. And she's made me significantly better as a person in every way.
Yeah.
In every way.
And it shows, by the way.
Thank you. That's the same. I mean, you look at basically, I mean, not every president, but most of the presidents we've had have had amazing wives.
Yeah.
Nancy Reagan was great. Think about how Ronald Reagan talks about Nancy and how much influence she had.
That was
Think about how George Bush talks about Laura. Think about how Barack talks about Michelle.
Bill Clinton really doesn't talk about Hillary.
Yeah,
the same
but
way.
I guarantee you Bill Clinton would not have gotten anywhere close to where he was without Hillary.
Whatever contract or arrangement they
Whatever.
had.
I mean, but she clearly made him better than he was by himself.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Well, I think Jennifer Flowers would probably have a different opinion, but that's just me.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But the point is
But I get your point.
that, yes, we've had a very patriarchal system in this world from the advent of Adam.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of things that needed to change, and we have changed, and we have more to change. But to freak out over a movie that talks about the patriarchy, because it says patriarchy 10 or 15 times,
It does.
Who freaking cares? It's a movie about a bunch of girl dolls wanting to have something. Anyway.
Wanting to be real, right? That's
Well,
kind
she
of the
ultimately
thing.
chooses,
To be a doll.
To be human.
Oh, she does.
There's a little Pinocchio story.
Okay.
And there's actually a pretty
Yeah,
touching
I'm gonna
scene
go
at
back
the
and see
end that has some meaning that I think was.
Isn't
well
there
done.
like 3 or 4 different endings?
Oh yeah, well, Shapiro thinks there's 4 or 5, but
Okay.
And whatever. I mean, he literally couldn't find anything nice to say about this movie. Well, he did say something. It was the set and costumes were very well done, which is true. So, yeah.
Well, at least people will get out of it whatever they want to get out of it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of choices.
And, go to have fun.
Have fun.
There's some pretty funny lines. Frankly, the guys fighting and then turning it into a dance is actually sort of hilarious.
Okay.
I mean, that transition is freaking funny. It's, they're not terrible dancers, but, it's what you'd expect from a bunch of Ken dolls.
Of course. Of course.
I don't know. Alex, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
You loved it? Loved it.
Did you see the Kraken movie? You like that?
I'm sure you didn't
Probably
see the
not.
Kraken movie.
No, he didn't see the Kraken
It's
movie.
a kid's movie. Sorry, Alex.
It's about a purple Kraken.
That was cute.
That was a cute movie.
I mean, look.
But maybe I mean it's nice that we have movies.
Yes.
To distract us from the craziness of Washington D.C. I mean, just to get back to the Hunter Biden and everything else that's going on is just nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever experienced such a time like this in American politics. Every day is, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That happened? No, that couldn't have happened.
Oh.
Every day.
Well,
There's no predictability. It's all just a complete and total shit show.
And it's only going to get crazier. I mean,
It's going to get a lot worse. I mean, between the Biden stuff, which was the Republicans are, really harping on, and then of course the Trump indictments, which are, I guess, a dime a dozen now. There's going to be several coming down the pike.
a couple more.
Yeah. So it's just whatever rules the news cycle, whichever you're listening to,
Yeah.
and whatever you want to believe. But the Hunter Biden stuff is it's unbelievable what happened yesterday.
Well,
Because it looked like he was just going to be walking along and everything was just going to go scot-free, and they do it to themselves again.
well, and it's
Sort of like, and you can say the same thing about Trump. Everything that he's experiencing, he has brought on himself.
yeah. And then the Hunter Biden, there was a lot of lamenting about how Hunter was getting preferential treatment. This plea
That's
deal was
obvious.
but yesterday didn't seem very preferential. So that kind of blows that up a little
certainly
bit.
if the prosecution is going to leave open their ability to come back and charge him
Well, I
for
think
acting as a foreign agent and some other different things.
Well, the foreign agent thing, that's something serious that needs to be addressed, because that's something that they've gone after. I mean, what's his name? Oh my gosh, who was the chairman of Trump's campaign?
They went after not Daniel Flynn. That was different. Manafort, Paul Manafort.
Yeah, Paul Manafort went to jail.
Went to jail
for doing exactly what Hunter Biden did.
Well,
not registering as a foreign agent.
You and I would go to jail doing exactly what Hunter Biden
Well,
did. Lying on our tax returns
time out.
and lying on a federal gun form.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Jail.
know that I'd go to jail.
No,
I don't know that. I don't know that we'd go to jail for that. There's been
people do.
black men who've gone to jail for that.
Oh, that's true. And there's been other white men too. If you're a drug addict and you're filling out a federal form.
I mean, look, I don't know that jail time was what I would have expected to come out of this. Certainly something more than
a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. And certainly not immunity from the more serious things that he did. But my point on the foreign agent thing is that went, for years, that went completely unenforced.
Yeah.
And then they went after Podesta.
Yeah.
Not Podesta, the Hillary Clinton Podesta, but his brother. And a bunch of others. And Manafort went to jail. And so now that they're enforcing that, they have no choice. They have to enforce that on Hunter, or it is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. It is, and then you have UFOs.
Oh yeah.
You have UFOs.
Yay!
Yeah, but
I mean, I think.
UFOs.
Although we were talking about it yesterday, and then
you have
Reagan got
Mayorkas still saying that the border is not open; it's closed. I mean,
What?
it's just craziness.
Yeah, there's a lot
on
of
Capitol
craziness.
Hill. Crazy.
Well, all I care about is the aliens coming and letting us know that, yes, we did take. Oh, jeez, what's my problem with names today?
You know, you took whatever Mitch McConnell had, the other day, and now it's starting to affect your brain.
Right. That's
It's
right.
The 20 seconds of silence.
The guy that got abducted in up into Heber back in the 70s. Travis Walton, thank you.
You got?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I just want the aliens to come say, yeah, we did take him.
We took
he's
that.
he's that. Yes, he was telling the truth.
Yeah. I would bet.
Great movie to go see, by the way. Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the Sky.
Yep.
I would bet
affinity because I grew up in the area. You know, growing up in Show Low, it happened. You know, in my lifetime. In that area.
Well,
All right,
I'm not one who believes in aliens, and I would bet there's a lot of technology flying around the air that is very military, and they're not going to tell anybody.
Well,
and they're just going to deflect.
The Navy pilot said that if this is a foreign drone, then we should be nervous.
Yeah.
If this is alien, then let the scientists figure it out.
Yeah.
So I kind of, based on that, I kind of hope it's aliens.
I would imagine it's something else.
Okay.
But you know, that's another podcast for another day.
Oh, definitely. We need to do the deep dive.
Little green men.
We need to do the deep dive on little green men.
In Area 51.
That's right.
The truth is out there.
Somewhere.
All
right. For now, go find your truth. Thanks, everybody.
God bless.